This is a story about time passing, about trees growing and roses blooming. It's about those who live, laugh and love meters from us, but who really we barely know at all. It's about garden fences, dropped cutlery and early morning jet washing, and it ends with Margaret, an elderly woman with grey hair and a light blue knitted cardigan that she bought in C&A's closing down sale in 2001, opening an envelope containing a single black and white photo. This, however, doesn't start with Margaret. It doesn't start with her tending white roses, drinking gin outside her front door, or buying biscuits she does not like and will never eat. Instead, it starts here, with me and my partner stood in front of a white UPVC door on an overcast day with keys we have picked up from an estate agent called Phil. We have bought a house. It is a 1960s semi. It has a crumbling driveway, garage patched with chipboard, overgrown garden with a leaning tree, and a garden fence that is disintegrating. The roof leaks, 3 doors don't close properly, and 2 radiators drip. We, however, don't know this yet. We don't know watermarks on the ceiling have been painted over, doors were propped open deliberately, or that the carpet is absent because of the radiators. We just know that this is ours, our first proper home. And we carry overloaded boxes from a Ford Transit. The bottom falls out and cutlery jangles on the driveway. And 2 hours later, kettle on, 2 cups of tea, Yorkshire tea in each, sugar in one, milk in both. In the kitchen, the previous owner, Julie, has left us a letter. 3 sides of practical tips, garden information, and petty grievances. The highlights. 1. The stopcock is not where you'd expect the stopcock to be. It's in the bottom of a cupboard, which does not open. 2. Potatoes are planted in the garden. She cannot remember where, but they are, she assures us, there. And then 3. Janet, the neighbour whose house is behind ours, has a major problem with the tree in our garden. The letter informs us that it is our tree and our tree alone, and that Janet is a silly cow who needs to keep her nose out of other people's business. And with that, we start to get to know our new neighbours. Not everyone, of course. There are 52 houses, and Rome wasn't built in a day. We start with those closest, where on a quiet night we'll hear the light snore of the inhabitants. Over the road, Joe and John, 50s, warm smiles, a cult-like devotion to DIY, and a Yorkshire Terrier called Ewan McGregor. Never Ewan, never McGregor, always Ewan McGregor. Behind our house is Janet, retired, heard playing Radio 2 in the mornings, and has opinions about trees. To our left, Violet and Gordon, 70s, a beautifully tended garden, casting our overgrown eyesore to shame. He makes bowls on his lathe, and she watches the birds through the front window. And finally, across the driveway is Margaret, 80s, gin in hand, first to welcome us to the street, first to tell us what time the post office closes, and first to offer us a cuppa. She doesn't have sugar, but she'll get some in specially, she tells me, adding, if she doesn't die first. And these 4 houses are our nearest neighbours, those for whom we know bite-sized amounts, closer to us geographically than family, mysterious and unknown. Early morning, a day where autumn has already turned to winter. A long row of soot-stained red brick terraces, doors direct to the pavement, metal waste bins lining the street, bottles of silver top waiting on the doorsteps. It is raining. Icy droplets fall from grey, featureless clouds. Arctic air swirls, causing a discarded newspaper to dance, before sodden sinking into a newly formed puddle. Footsteps. 2 pairs walking briskly side by side. Him, brown leather shoes, sides watermarked, a tight double knot, the back of one trouser leg caught inside a brown and yellow checked sock. Her knee-high black boots, fully waterproofed, heel clicking like a metronome before occasionally breaking rhythm, a double step catching up with longer strides. He looks at his watch. They are late. They cannot be late. He didn't plan for them to be late. Squeezing her hand in his, he speeds up as they approach the end of the road, dodging water overflowing from the gutters. We'll make it, he says to himself as much as her, checking his watch again. 4 houses from the end of the road. 3, 2, and the bus passes by. I am sat in our spare room at my desk, surrounded by 18 boxes, laptop open, Microsoft Word waiting for me to type the opening of the new show I've told people I've started writing. The new show I've told people is going well. The new show I've told the venues who booked it is progressing nicely. The page is empty. I type my name. I delete that. I type the words working title. I delete that too. I sit for 40 minutes, staring at the blank screen, cursor flashing. Inspiration a million miles away.